I'm going to be looking into one of the most well-known scams, which is called credit card skimming. And I'm going to show you guys how people actually skim and also a website I found that sells cards. Now, first off, let's go over what skimming is. Skimming is basically when someone puts a device on a credit card scanner and then you swipe your card on the skimmer and basically they use your information and they put it on a clone card. But the thing is that you don't know these people have your information, and that's why they're able to clone your card with all the details, and then they can spend money without you noticing. Now, obviously they can withdraw all the money from your bank account if they really wanted to, since they have all the details and the PIN. But normally these scammers will take out little balances every single month so that you don't notice, and they'll have thousands of victims. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple of different skimmers and also what they look like. Now the first one is the overlay skimmer. This basically is the whole entire device. So you put this device on the little keypad, you swipe your card, and you put in your information, and they have everything. Now the next one is internal skimmer, and these are super hard for scammers to place into a system, but when they work there, they can sometimes actually do it when no one is there and they're working alone. These are super common at gas stations, either in the pump or inside the store, because the workers could easily scam and get your information. Now the third one is a wireless skimmer. Basically, you know how we have Apple Pay or we have cards in our wallets? Well, basically this wireless skimmer will scan the card information without even having to touch it. So let's say you're at a club or a party, someone can have this little chip reader and place it against your wallet, and boom, they'll have all your card details. Now the only thing they won't have is your PIN, which is lucky, but a lot of hackers could actually get this information pretty simply. Now the last two are keypad overlays, which is to get your PIN, they'll put it onto the PIN thing, and basically it'll know which buttons you press and get your PIN. And then there's the fake card reader, which is when you swipe your card, it will actually get your information and send it to the hacker system. Now I just want to let you guys know that this video is for only educational purposes, and you guys shouldn't do anything like this. It's more to protect you so that you guys can learn about how these scammers actually do this. Now the most common way a scammer can do this is going to a location at nighttime and basically just placing their system there. So on the screen I'm showing two different things. Which one do you think is fake and which one do you think is the actual scanner? Well, if you guess this one, then you're right, because this is literally a scam and it's almost identical to this one. You guys can really see how dangerous it is. How do people even use these clone cards? People either use them at ATMs or just buy stuff for themselves. I've seen a bunch of videos of scammers ordering pizza for themselves, ordering food, paying rent with these cards. Now obviously you guys can do this as well. If you do get a clone card, you can easily withdraw money since you'll have the PIN and you'll have all the card details on your clone card. But enough talking, let's go over the website and actually some videos they have sent me of proof that they have these cards. Now for you guys' safety, I'm not going to be showing the website link so that I'm not liable if it does turn into a scam, especially since I got this from one of my Discord members. Now if you guys want any information about the website, you can join my Discord down below. We basically talk about a bunch of legal side hustles and even go over some illegal ones just so you guys know about them. Now what this website is called is darkebay.com, and it's on the clearnet, which is kind of scary because a lot of this illegal stuff usually goes up on the dark web, but apparently the clearnet isn't really kind of filtering their websites anymore, and I'm finding a lot more dark web websites on the cleared web. This means that the access for these dark web websites is literally opening up so much, and you guys just have to beware when you are using these websites because a lot of them may be scams. Now right here it says that they will be transferring to the dark web pretty soon, so if you guys are scared to use the dark web, this might be a good option. But let's just go over the videos they sent me and also some of the things they sell on their website. Now first off are the clone cards. As you guys can see, they have the pins to the cards and also they write the value on the cards. They also have this device right here, which is basically the card reader, which will tell them all the details and also the balance on the card. And this is the device that people actually use to clone cards. So once they have the card info from one of their card readers, like I was talking about before, they will put them on these cards, which are called blanks. Now you can literally buy these from eBay, and you can buy all of this supplies from eBay or even Amazon. It literally doesn't matter. Now as you can see, they say that they're selling it for 100 a card, and then they have some videos on here which I'm going to be watching with you guys right now. So guys, the first video they have is this dude using a straight up just stolen bank account or banking card, and I guess they maybe sell these stolen cards like this from people that they know. And I don't have the audio on because he is doing some swear words and stuff, but as you can see, he does seem to have withdrawn a bunch of money. Now it's pretty funny because he has something on his phone right here, which I think is Google Maps. So maybe you guys can find his location, but as you can see, he flexes a bunch of money that he has quote unquote using his clone card to withdraw. Now the second video is really interesting. It just shows them having a bunch of different cards with different information, and each card has the pin on it right there. Now this guy keeps showing the oven, which I think it's for the time, but I'm not too sure. But I felt like this video that they had was kind of fake, so I decided to message them, and I actually got a video that they sent me. So here's the video they sent me. It's basically a clone card, and the guy goes to an ATM and puts it in to withdraw some money. The card shows up as an actual card right away, which is kind of crazy to think about. And he basically enters a quote unquote pin for this clone card. He then does this thing where he kind of swipes his hand over the card reader, and I think that's just so his fingerprints aren't left on the card reader. But as you can see, he's able to withdraw money, and he actually withdraws $100. So I do think they are legit just because of that video alone that they sent me. And I also asked for a custom video of them withdrawing money from an ATM, and they were able to send it to me pretty quickly. Now they also have these two other things, counterfeit and transfers. You guys can watch the video up here where I actually try a PayPal transfer and it goes correctly. But once again, they're super risky and most of the time don't work. So here are a couple of ways that you guys can actually prevent from being scammed. First off is make sure you check the card reader when you are entering your information or swiping your card. It's super simple. You could just give it a little tug. Most of these things are glued on there. Now if it does look oddly placed on the card reader, well obviously it's a fake one and you guys should just move on to the next ATM. Now the second one is avoiding phishing websites. So I talked about this in my last video, but basically these are fake websites that make you press a link and then you enter some information in. Now this could be literally any website. You could think it's Amazon, eBay, but in reality these are just fake websites built for you to enter your information in, and then they're able to take your information and use it. So how you can avoid this is looking at your top left. Usually it'll say not secure, or you can make sure you look at the email and actually make sure it's from the usual sender, so amazon@gmail.com instead of some Amazon from gmail.com. Obviously that would be more fake. And the last thing is when you enter your PIN, make sure you wipe the heat marks off so that just in case the scammer is around you, they can't just go up and see what your code was. If you have a really good PIN, well then if they don't have the PIN, it's impossible for them to get it without, you know, getting the number from you and seeing you actually enter it. But once again, if you are ever scammed by a phisher or a skimmer, well, you actually have a bunch of insurance with your bank up to $250,000. So don't worry, if you do get scammed, you can just report it as a scam and then they'll give you a new card and refund all your money that you're scammed for. And I feel like a lot of scammers use this motive because it's more like you're stealing from the banks and the government, which are just really wealthy people already. Scammers feel like it's okay to steal from the wealthy and give back to themselves, or maybe even give back to the poor. This is sort of like a Robin Hood situation, but I still feel like it's not the greatest way to make money. And there's a lot of legal ways to make money that I show on my YouTube channel as well. So make sure you guys subscribe to keep on seeing videos with those as well. So guys, I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed us kind of going into a real website that scams people, and I showed it on this video for you guys as well. Now remember, this video is for educational purposes, and also I do not recommend scamming at all. It is super dangerous. Now don't even access the dark web as well unless you want a very high chance of getting hacked or scammed. Now if you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video.